Projects A and B have lives of 3 years and 2 years respectively and have the following cash flows. A problem potentially arises if these projects are going to be repeated by identical projects at the end of the life of each project. So with Project A, at the end of the project in the 3rd year, we'll invest another $100 and receive $50 cash flows for the following 3 years, and so on indefinitely. Project B, at the end of the project in 2 years, we'll invest another $85 and receive $60 cash flows in the following 2 years, and so on indefinitely. In this situation, we are no longer calculating the NPV of each project as a standalone once-off project. In order to make the correct choice between these two projects, we need to work out which perpetual cash flow stream will add more to the value of the firm. We'll do that by calculating something called the equivalent annual annuity. Here is the first iteration of Project A, and we've established that its NPV is $24.34, and therefore those 4 cash flows are equivalent to a single cash flow of $24.34 at time 0. A single cash flow of $24.34 at time 0 is also equivalent to a 3-year annuity, and we need to calculate the value of that annuity. What cash flow received over the next 3 years will have the same present value as Project A. We developed this formula on the topic on financial mathematics, and using that formula, the cash flow is $9.79. So $9.79 each year for 3 years has a present value of $24.34. And therefore Project A, with the cash flows that are shown, is equivalent to 3 payments of $9.79 over 3 years. Going back to our perpetual cash flow stream, the first iteration of Project A is equivalent to receiving $9.79 for 3 years. And so is the second. And so is the third. So if we select Project A, and Project A is going to be repeated indefinitely, then we are selecting a perpetual cash flow stream of $9.79 per year. Let's go through the same process with Project B. These cash flows are equivalent to a single cash flow of $19.13 in year 0. We need to work out what 2-year annuity also has a present value of $19.13. Again, we'll use this formula. The present value is $19.13, the interest rate is 10%, and the number of periods is 2. The answer is $11.02. $19.13 at time 0 has the same present value of $11.02 over the next 2 years, and therefore has the same value as Project B. Going back to the perpetual cash flow stream, which we would get if we select Project B, the first iteration of $-85 in year 0 and $60 for the next 2 years is equivalent to $11.02 for each of those 2 years, and so on. And therefore if we select Project B and it will be repeated indefinitely, in effect we are selecting a perpetual cash flow stream of $11.02 per year. So under these circumstances, which would you select? Clearly Project B, a perpetual cash flow stream of $11.02, is preferable to Project A. By departing from the NPV decision rule and using the equivalent annual annuity to select projects, we've in fact maximised the value of the firm.